And I think that there's a question that is on everybody's mind. Why do this now? Because there's an assumption that you are doing this because the child support ended with Brittany.
Really? That you want to go there right away? All right. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't want this book to be successful. I wish I sell 1 million books or more or whatever. Money's not at the root of this story. It never has been. So for me, I'm doing this now. I wanted to make sure that my children were old enough to understand what I'm doing. Everything has always been about my family. And that's what people don't really realize, is that every step that I've taken has been for the benefit of my children. And my children are ready for me to tell my story, because it's not just my story, right? This affects everybody in my family, my kids, my wife, even my exes.
Kevin says there's another reason he's speaking out. He says he's concerned about what he calls Brittany's erratic behavior. And while they haven't spoken in years, he's heard stories from their 2 sons, Preston and Jaden.
I'm really worried. I'm absolutely, as a father, terrified that one day I might wake up and my sons are gonna have to deal with the unimaginable. I kind of have to sound the alarm that I truly feel that somehow, some way, I just wish that their mom would get help. Everything in my book that I talk about, what's going on now, and I'm not gonna get into details because I'm not gonna just expose her personal life, but it's 10 times worse than anything that I've said in my book.
Rewind to 2004.
Are you going by Federline or Spears? We talked about it?
Federline. Yeah, Britney Spears, Federline.
Kevin, a former backup dancer, met Brittany at a club. About 3 months later, she popped the question. Kevin says he said no at first, but then had a change of heart.
The night before our wedding, we're at the Fairmont in Santa Monica in one of the bungalows. And I was like, what's wrong? I thought she was talking to her mom on the phone or something. And maybe she was like having doubts. And she told me that she was on the phone with Justin. And I just kind of stepped back like, did I just hear you right? What the hell is going on? You know, and I was immediately, was, okay, we don't have to do this. Like, I didn't care if we got married or not. And she told me no, and really was like, I just wanted to make sure that everything is done. I want to make sure that I say my final piece. I'm like, damn, on the night before our wedding, this is what you decided to do, So I kind of, at the time, took it with a grain of salt and took her explanation as, okay, maybe she is closing a chapter of her life.
You're not gonna see us complaining. We're having a good time.
That's a hell of a red flag, though.
Oh, dude, man, you telling me now? I was super young. I was so madly in love at that moment.
Do you think she was still in love with him?
In love, I'm not sure, but not over it.
I don't know if when you're younger, love's a different thing, but what Justin and I had was special.
There was so much turmoil, so much different. I couldn't imagine what it is like to be her. I couldn't imagine to feel what it was like to be Justin in those moments because they were super young, right? I mean, you're talking teenagers that had to go through this globally, and I know that they really cared about each other back then.
As for Brittany's take, her rep released a statement this afternoon accusing Kevin of once again profiting off Brittany after her child support has come to an end, adding all she cares about are her kids.
And how are Jaden and Preston doing today?
They're doing good. We've prepared them for a lot of things.
Kevin, meanwhile, is a father of 6 and has been raising his family in Hawaii for about 2 years. His memoir, You Thought You Knew, drops a week from today.
I've stayed with my mouth shut for the sake of my family. I've tried to help my sons build a relationship with their mother, and I pray to God every day that she gets the help that she needs or wakes up and realizes that you have 2 sons right there in front of you that are screaming for a life with you, the same that they have with the rest of their family. I've realized that my sons don't know the woman that I married. At the end of the day, I just want my family to grow, to be understanding and be the humans they are. I want my kids to follow their dreams. And I really want Brittany to be around for her children for a long time.